What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Cars and Chatter, yet another podcast. We're coming to you guys from Straight Auto Body Shop. Simon, thank you again for allowing us to use your beautiful office. They're located in Glendale, so if you guys need any body work, let them know. Cesar, welcome again.
How's it going, everybody?
Got a very, very special guest, big-time follower here, kind of guilty, fanboy, kind of. Hi, John. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing good.
You want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
I'm live in the Bay Area.
Okay.
I grew up in Los Angeles, but I moved up there probably, 15 years already. So I started becoming a Warriors fan, Niners too.
Were you a Lakers fan at all?
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
I actually, one of the championships, I probably shouldn't say this, but I actually snuck on the bus with Chick Hearn. My friend who worked for the city, he got one of those...
Get out of jail free cards?
No, he got one of those wristbands, and it was extra long, and so he just ripped it in half, and then we kind of just made it work on mine. I got on.
Nice. That's being creative.
I wonder if you got into any trouble with that.
Oh, now he doesn't work there anymore, so
okay,
who knows?
That's why he doesn't work there anymore.
Probably.
Possibly.
Let's not get into that. John, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
Your Instagram handle.
Yes.
How do we pronounce that?
So I get this a lot. It's Pikachu P-Car. So instead of, I get Pikachu Car and all that, but
Guilty.
yeah, but it's like Pikachu P-Car. So the Pikachu part is, I had a license plate that said Pikachu on it, and then it was on a yellow GT3. So that's where P-Car comes from. Porsche car.
Got it.
A lot of Porsche enthusiasts call their cars P-Cars.
P-Cars.
Yep.
Something new.
And Ferraris are F-cars, Tesla's T-cars, and then Lambos are like douchebags.
But you know what's funny? I'm actually going to ask Simon if he knew about the whole Pikachu, not the
P-car
thing.
You better. Most Porsche, especially the purists, they all call them P-cars.
We're going to start calling the Qs Q cars.
Q-cars?
Well, you can't because you got to call them by their names, right? I-car, Infinity car?
Q car.
Q-car? Okay.
Q-car.
You can stick to the Q.
There you go.
I'm just going to call my car Infinity.
I'm just going to call mine midlife crisis.
John, tell us a little bit about your collection. I know you got an extensive one, past and present, if you can.
Sure. Well, I grew up here, in LA. So, I always had the JDM cars back then. Had Honda, a Accord Coupe, Integra, Civics, and I used to, mod them. And we thought they were, pretty badass or fast. I had a bolt-on drag turbo kit. It was probably pushing 4 PSI.
4 PSI?
Probably.
Back then.
Yep. I remember had SSR fins, had the system, Alpine head units, Hofco alarm system, precision power amps, MB quartz. That was kind of the thing.
Fast and the Furious stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got my first set of wheels from this company called Daz Motorsports on San Gabriel Boulevard.
Daz Motorsports.
I think they're gone. This guy Ron, he had a big ass mole. I remember that.
Hey Ron, if you're listening.
I don't think he's around anymore.
Oh.
But yeah. But yeah, and then I still keep in touch with some of my friends are still into it. And when I moved up north to San Francisco, like I said, in 2015, I started getting more into because it was so close to the racetracks like Laguna Seca, which is called WeatherTech now, Sonoma Raceway, and Thunderhill. I started looking more into Porsches because they were really good track cars. You can drive them every single day, and then you can take them to the track, beat them up, and they're good to go still. Very reliable.
They're made for.
Yep. So I had a 997 C2S. It was a 2005. And then I've had a few of those. Had some BMWs, M3, M2, and M4s. But right now, currently, I have a mixed stable right now where I have exotics, which I still like. I have Aventador S. I have the STO that just arrived just a couple of days ago.
Yep.
Huracan STO. And that should be cool. It's getting PPF, but I can't wait to, as soon as it gets a little warmer and not so wet, I want to take that out on a track or do some drives at least. Probably do some shakedown runs and stuff like that and some of the twisties. And then also I have an M2. That was a SEMA car. That's probably my fastest car right now because, not only I like getting the cars, but I have to mod every single one. I just can't stop.
You have to make it your own.
Yeah.
That was one of the cars that I was actually going to ask you about is the M2.
The M2?
Yeah.
I bought that new in 2021, but I pretty much cut it up right away for SEMA. I have that carbon Darwin Pro kit on there. But we did something different. Instead of just putting it on, we shaved it down and we tried to just make it look as clean as possible. Almost like a Singer-esque, type of build, where there's no rivets or anything like that. And then we repainted the whole car. I chose a color that's from a 2009 Ferrari Scuderia.
Okay.
That's called a Vio Metallic, and I worked with a shop in Hayward called Garage Works 510. This guy named Lynn, he's just amazing. And then he just really, he and his staff just worked day and night, just kind of perfecting everything, even shaping the finger, using their fingers to shape the door handles and things like that. It was he spent 20 hours on each side with bare fingers, just trying to dig in all the pockets and get it all smooth. Do they have any
fingerprints left over?
It's like a Nakai thing, right?
Yeah.
For RWB. There's, you can see some bespokeness there. For sure.
It's all in detail.
I didn't get a chance. I think that was in 2019. No.
That was in 2021, actually. It was in the Toyo Tread Pass area.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. And so, yeah, that car. So, really, I try to, I guess what my thinking on builds is really to make them look beautiful. They're show cars, right? So, that's why we spent all this time doing the wide body, doing the wheels, doing, the right stance and the different colors, and I add PPF or paint protection film on everything, but also that one has a complete race engine too, fully built, rods, pistons, fuel system. It's a 2021, so this the DME or the brain is locked on that one, so it was really hard for that thing to be able to crack that thing, but we were able to, me and two Russian guys were able to crack it.
Of course.
But basically we bought a brand new older model's DME and cloned the software, the current one, onto that one, and then put it into the car.
Some Frankenstein stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that thing is I cruise around in map 3. There's 4 different maps. It goes from 700 to 1100 wheel.
Jesus.
So I cruise with the 900 wheel.
That's it.
But yeah, it has a direct injection, port injection, runs on E85. It has the Kratos turbos with titanium impellers. So, you're good for 40 pounds.
Damn.
And it's a manual.
And it's a manual.
Yeah.
That must be a lot of fun.
It's we did a 6130 5 seconds with the passenger.
With a passenger.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a video on YouTube somewhere?
It's on Draggy, so recorded on Draggy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, you have to be careful with that stuff now on YouTube,
Yeah. Well, I thought it was on track. That's why I was asking.
Oh, no, it was on tuning. A private road.
Got it.
Data logging.
Yeah.
It was data logging, but there's definitely 4s in it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's actually a half-mile race, I think, coming up in April. I'm going to see if I can make that. Stanton, California.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I think it's Stanton. Is it still what was it, shift sector?
I don't know if it shifts. I looked in. My friend just told me about it. The guy who, so this engine came from his car before.
Okay.
He moved in, and he trapped a 187 with it before with this engine. But I'm running more boost and I have a faster 6130, and I have more contact patches. I run 325s in the rear of my car, versus his. He was only like 305. So we're thinking we can go faster on this.
Maybe 200.
Oh, I don't know.
You're running triple eights in the back?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you hit 187, 200 is not out of the question.
It's not. I mean, I trapped. Fastest I've gone like is in one of my McLarens. I think I did 178
On the track.
But yeah, on a shift sector, and then but by the time, because you don't let off when you pass the flags, so I was looking down. I saw 195, 196 before you even step. You know, it just keeps flashing by so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just becomes a blur. So,
I mean, next time maybe, put a GoPro.
A GoPro?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Not to get you in trouble.
I'm down for that. No, we're gonna start mounting different cameras in the cars. But like, so speaking of that, so I mean, I still have one McLaren, the 570. I had the 765, but I crashed that, unfortunately. Freak accident with black ice and cold weather. I was not screwing around. I was only going 50 miles per hour. Wow. But the 570, I blew the engine too much. 75 launches and was it for it.
The 570, was that the black one?
It's a gray, actually. It's like a what do they call it? Chicane gray is the McLaren color.
Because I was spending the past few days catching up on some of your videos. That's why the one that's on your profile right now, the link, there's a black McLaren and a...
It's actually gray. It's just kind of dark. It has a livery on there that has like these hexagons that kind of, it's like 4 different colors. When you look around the car, it kind of plays the tricks on your eyes where it comes gray, then it goes blue, then it kind of disappears and it comes back.
Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Sounds trippy.
The guy who installs it was a pain in the ass. He never did. He had to like vape weed to do it.
You had to be high in the clouds to get inspired.
He did. He would only work like 2 or 3 in the morning on it. He couldn't. That's the only time he was so frustrated because it's more of like a webbing on the car.
Yeah, he had to make sure. I'm sure all the pieces matched one another.
The lines, yeah. Yep, and going underneath and through the wing and all that stuff. He was just...
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some guys with camouflage wraps, and you get to one panel, it looks okay, and then the next panel, it's like, here's a bubble, here's the continuation of the bubble, and like nothing matches up.
Yeah.
So
that was fun. But yeah, so that one is I just basically ordered a long block, and we're gonna just do the rods, and I just have some. We're designing some turbos, but we don't have the manifold done yet. We're gonna stick some Garrett's on there. But right now, we're just going to put it on the pure stage 2 and run like 900 wheel or something like that.
On the daily map.
On the daily map.
On the daily map, yeah.
He'll be like coming by, hey, John, how you doing? Oh, I got to go by.
Anti-lag time.
Yeah. Yeah, I can only imagine what that car will be capable of once you put all that stuff in there.
Should be fun. Yeah. So, let's see. But recently, I guess I've been really into the JDMs. So last November, I bought 5, 6, 5, and then I added one too. So I bought an R32, bought 2 FDs, an R34, a Super RZ. Is that it? Yeah. And then later on, I added R33.
Is that the one that's... What is it? The R32 getting?
R32 is at Impressive Wrap right now. So I'm gonna drive that back from here up to the Bay Area. It should be okay. Like I brought it the minute I got it. I had a Koji at Auto Talent go through the whole car. So we had coil packs done. We had injectors, fuel pumps, even a new drive shaft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber.
I didn't go carbon. I did aluminum. I don't know. I'm worried about carbon fiber
Shredding.
shattering. So we just went with aluminum. Although we had to go through one because there was too many the harmonics with it. It was kind of like, I don't know if you heard. Sometimes it has like it's a hollow shaft, so sometimes you have some weird noise resonance.
Just like even the new R35s.
That's more of the bell housing thing.
Is
when
it?
you back up and it has this like
Weird
weird
clanky
noise. It's different than that.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like when with the rotation.
Okay.
And so we went through one, then we got a second one from them, and it's much better. It's just kind of like if you do like a short shift on some gears, you might hear a little bit of that noise, but not much, not too much.
I mean, as long as it's something that could be taken care of.
Yeah, and it's it's more kind of like race car stuff,
as it should be.
Every car makes some sort of noise, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, our cars make more noises than we want it to.
Absolutely. That thing has like a custom straight pipe, single turbo, has a M-Spec NER engine. So, it's a tune. We tuned it for 91, but it's still running about 480 wheel.
That's good.
A 91. So, I mean, for an old car like that, I think it's perfect balance and
everyday driving. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use it as a daily.
Oh,
yeah, for sure. I really started like liking the right hand drive cars.
Okay.
Like I'm super used to it.
Oh,
interesting.
It doesn't feel weird when you're hitting the road.
The worst is when you go to a parking garage and you have to get the ticket.
Oh, what about an ATM?
ATM? No, I haven't used a drive-through ATM yet. But the ticket that's happened to me. Like in Vegas, I was like, oh crap! I literally had to get out, walk around, and get the ticket. And come back around.
You got to be like one of those people that goes through the drive-through in reverse, and just so you can get your meal.
I'm gonna try that.
You
Do it.
You probably would end up having to do that at one point or another if like both sides are closed off and you can't get to it.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, it's cool. Like I on my Supra, since it's rear wheel drive, like when I first got it, I tried to swing it a little. That is a weird sensation because it feels like you're gonna fly out the door.
Because of the right hand drive.
Yeah, because you swing it left and then it pushes you this way. Yeah. But I love them, like the noises and the stuff you can do. Like I'm building an MK4 for SEMA this year.
Okay.
Like a 97, like the RZ, and it's going to be like 1,000+ horsepower with a sequential 3.4 HKS stroker, Varus wide body kit. Work wheels. It's going to be sick. It'll definitely be in one of the main
attractions. Again, Toyo? Tread pass?
That's one of the possibilities.
Okay.
Yeah. But it'll be there. The sequential I think is a
new one. I think the sequential. Not everybody does a lot of sequentials on the.
It's $20,000.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, might as well do it right and get it done with.
Yeah, it should be cool.
Yeah, I will say one thing though about SEMA is like for a few years I just didn't even want to go just because everything was turning into trucks and lifted that.
There's still a lot of that. There's some cool trucks out there.
I know, but like when you're walking down the main road and all you see is just like lifted trucks. But that to each their own.
Yeah. I mean, I went in one of them. It was crazy being that up.
Oh, I bet.
That high. I was like, dang, this is awesome and scary.
Especially because you're used to like being so low to the ground.
Yeah, especially our cars, right? We're used to like being like a millimeter off the ground.
I don't remember what year was it. It was I think 2018, maybe 2019 when I was leaving. We were in SEMA. My car was in SEMA. We were driving out, and this guy in a truck just kept trying to do a burnout.
Oh, really?
While trying to leave, and the next thing you hear is like metal everywhere, and the drive shaft falling down.
Shoot.
This, that. Yeah, I don't think those trucks are meant to do
that.
Burnout. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean was it under SEMA Ignited?
No, it was when we were exiting actual SEMA.
Mm-hmm.
So and the security guards and all that were pretty pissed off.
Always that one person.
Well, I got in trouble too. I was shooting flames on the way out with my GTR. It took forever. It took 2 hours to leave.
Oh yeah.
And then like my friend who started it with his Aventador started shooting flames in front of me. Okay, I guess it's okay, right? And so I started doing it. And then Mall Cop came by and said like, yo, you won't get kicked out of the show? I said, oh, yeah, actually.
Yeah, we're trying to leave
show's
anyway.
over.
Like, you get me out of here faster. Show me the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, let's go. I'm out.
What do you say?
He was kind of stumped. He's like, oh, yeah, show's over.
I would have loved to have seen his face. You know, that's when a dash cam comes in handy.
No, it was caught on video.
Oh, was it?
Of him, yeah, coming up to me and all that.
Oh, that's
Find
cool.
that video.
Yeah, we do need to find
Yeah,
it.
I have it. It's in a few. It's in a bunch of Instagram reels. People keep posting it.
Oh, I gotta find it then. Because I was going through the reels trying to find like, you know, a couple of videos to post on the program while everybody's watching. So maybe that's one of the ones that I'll.
Yeah.
Drop in there.
That's pretty funny.
Interesting. So John, I gotta ask you. You've had all these cars.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be that one car that got it all started.
Like I said, I mean that's where my my Pikachu P car came from. I think that yellow GT3.
Okay.
I mean I straight piped that thing and it's just so loud, blowing out eardrums. It was so fun.
I can only imagine what that thing would have sounded like going up Angelo's crest.
Echoing through the whole.
Oh yeah, you would probably.
Launch control bouncing off the limiter.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you have it cammed or no?
Not tuned.
Okay.
Tuned and then straight, you know, even with the headers too.
Mm.
Yeah, so no cats, you know, because
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a dog lover.
Nice.
Go ahead, Cesar.
Oh no, I was just saying that's pretty funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen some Porsches go up on Angelo's crest and it gets scary sometimes the way those guys drive.
Yeah, and they shoot flames too, like especially if it's done with the tune right. And
Properly.
yeah, I mean, like I would. It's not like for my GTR, and I've known like people always see me shooting flames. That's in the tune, like it's a flame map, right?
Yeah.
But for the GT3, it's just like on the upshifts, like
Just
through
happens.
just happens with going revving up to 9 and then shifting. Just happens.
Yeah, maybe we can use that excuse for the Infinities.
Huh? Do you have the tune on that as well?
I don't have a flame map, no. I do have a tune, but I don't have a flame map.
But this comes out every so often.
I've been told maybe once or twice it's popped out, but I find it hard to believe.
Well, if the exhaust is hot, do you run E85?
Possible.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be behind them because those fumes just smell too much.
Hey, I'm going to cut that out. No fumes. If anybody's
It's a
watching.
cloud of smoke.
No, it does shoot cloud of smoke.
No, yeah, that I'm sure, So he tuned it really rich, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just to keep it safe.
Yep.
It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it does the job. I didn't do it for the speed or anything like that. I just did it just to have it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these guys, they'll get it and just go crazy with the flame map, and then, oh, my engine blew.
Yeah, it happens. I always worry about that.
Yeah, I stay away from flame maps. I've seen what it does to the Infiniti engine. So,
Oh, really?
well, if it's not done properly, let me just put that out there.
Yeah, because like the GTR is like, we use like EcuTech,
Same.
right? And it has a lot of safety features, I guess, to because put it in limp mode if you get in trouble or something like that.
Well, the thing is, a lot of these guys, they'll go out to a tuner that, gave them a little break on the pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get the rest.
Yeah, exactly.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, totally. So, yeah, I work with this guy named. I used to work with this guy named Linny, but recently I switched to another tuner named Sam Barros, and it's been very good. Very good communication and things like that. But yeah, it's just that just dumps fuel, and you can turn it on and off.
Yeah.
But you still have to control with your foot.
Oh, of course.
Timing and the feel. Everyone keeps asking me like, "Oh, how do you get those flames?" And I'm just like, it's not just the tuner. It's just like you also have to like kind of listen and
Feel the car.
if you rush it, it'll be like these little pops and things like that. So
Practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice, yes. And thank God ethanol is cheaper.
Oh.
Seriously.
You know what's funny? Ethanol by my house is like almost $3.50. Down here in Glendale, it's like $2.
It's only $2 here.
Yeah.
It's $3.29 where I am.
Glendale Avenue and Glendale and Mountain. No,
Mm.
Glendale and Glen Oaks. Sorry, 76
Okay.
station. $2.
Okay. Wait till my FD because that has the 2-step in there and the Haltech,
Oh wow!
and I have the Bridgeport on that thing.
You just want to blow people's ears
That
away.
thing is gonna be disgusting, like in a good way, you know.
Oh,
You'll be winning all the 2-step competitions.
It should be pretty good. I don't have my friend Johnny Grunwald. He has that green yellow one that shoots flames from his external wastegate from the hood and the back.
green and yellow. Is that the same one that was at Cali Creaming?
Cali Creaming. He's in a lot of events. He's part of like Toyo too. He was in the same year that my M2 was in the Tread Pass. He was there too.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the loudest. It puts my Aventador to shame. And my Aventador is really loud, but his is probably 3 times louder.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't want to be next to that car if it starts up on a cold start.
There was like 3 really well-known like videographers, car videographers in his warehouse, and they were trying to film it, and they literally ran out of there.
Because of the fumes.
No, because of the
sound.
Too loud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The microphone.
But there was a lot of fumes. Those rotor engines. It has a triple rotor, 3 rotor on his. Yeah.
He was trying to do that in a warehouse.
His warehouse, yeah.
I hope he didn't have any, fire alarms or anything going off in the building.
It was okay. It didn't go off. So.
Okay. Yeah, I know what. Where was it that we went to a car show? Was it a car show we went to and the guy started doing? No, it was a meet.
One of the Origins ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw that one on YouTube or something.
Yeah, that was a little crazy. But
things get crazy.
But that's here and there. So what's your next project that you think?
After the Super, I mean, like I always have like a few builds going on at once, but the Supra is the big one. But the next big project, I guess, is going to be the R33. We have some plans, probably including or going to be doing like a crate motor, a wide body build as well on that.
So what about the STO? Anything planned with that one?
STO right now, I already have a Novatec springs. I mean, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna supercharge or twin turbo. I'm not sure yet. I just want to drive it, put it on the track first, and then
Enjoy it.
kind of see what I want to do. Because the twin turbo, you have to change it to all wheel drive. Then I was like, it kind of just becomes like almost like a GTR, you know.
True.
It's so I don't know. Like I want to see how the rear wheel NA is, because I had a GT3 RS and I sold that one just because I needed room,
Struggle.
Yeah. But then also I was like, oh, it's a similar type of car, NA, rear wheel drive, rear wheel steering, paddle shifters. And so that's why I was like, it might be kind of redundant. So that's why I ended up selling the RS. But I have the new RS coming as well too.
Okay.
It'll probably be a little bit further down the road. That's to be. I like JDMs, but I still have like that coming. I'm gonna get that the 992.2 GT3 because I want a manual one GT car, and then also the that new McLaren 750, I guess they're calling it. That I'm gonna be getting that one, and then also the Aventador replacement model too.
They already announced it?
I mean, there's some people that already went to New York that that have it. They're gonna come in, I think, next year. Yeah, so they've already seen it. I wanted to spec mine, so I think mine won't come till like 2025.
Wow.
Yeah, so it'll be a little bit.
But it'll be
later.
worth the wait.
Yeah, and that one's gonna be their hybrid one. And it's supposed to be 1,063 horsepower just out of the box.
Put Tesla to shame.
But Tesla, I don't know. Tesla will be it.
Nah,
The Plaid, come on.
Listen, if I were to have to pick an
He
electric
hates
car,
Teslas with the
I would
passion.
pick Lucid over Tesla any day.
Lucid is pretty sick though.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's a beautiful car.
Yeah, it's beautiful too.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those. Yeah, for sure.
It actually looks like a car instead of a goldfish.
Yeah.
saying.
Absolutely.
But I actually wanted to ask you about your R35.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
still have that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
what's done to that car?
So that's it's called a FBO. It has all the bolt-ons,
Mhm.
full bolt-ons. So the motor's not built or anything like that. So it's
Stock motor?
Yeah, stock motor. It's only like around 600. I think we dynoed it at 630. It was like 638 or something like that wheel.
Okay.
And it's a boost by gear. So like first gear is like 600 torque, and then it goes second gear is like 800 torque. E85. I have like a AMS, the front mounted intercooler, the race one. I have large injectors, fuel pumps, downpipes, all the titanium exhausts, mid pipes.
Is it still Liberty Walk or?
Liberty Walk, yeah, Liberty Walk. I have the full suspension, the whole SPL. I just did that. Oh man, it handles amazing.
I bet.
And then I even did it with a Nismo spec alignment. It just feels amazing. Let's see what else. Liberty Walk Type 2 kit. I did my own wing on there. I didn't follow Kato's. That one I designed myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that duck wing. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, where do you buy it?" I said, "Oh, I made it."
Mm.
You know?
Are they trying to replicate it or no?
A couple people have tried to replicate it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it that
They
often.
don't tag you.
Yeah, so I mean, that car is awesome. I've had it. I bought it new since 2015. So
How many miles on it?
23,000.
Oh, so you barely drive it.
I have like 20 cars.
That's a good problem to have.
So
Different car for every day of the week.
I know, right? Of the month.
yeah, so I try to drive every car and at least put a couple thousand miles on each one.
That's good.
You know?
I mean, that's one of the beauties about, true enthusiasts is they drive their cars. They enjoy their cars.
Hell yeah.
But, there's people that'll buy the car and they'll be like, oh, it's a show car and I park it at home 8 months out of the year.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I don't see the point in that.
Yeah. Well, like for example, like I said, like with my when I bought my 570, I was like, it's back in 2017. There wasn't that many people with 570s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when I had a tech, they were like putting in the fuel pumps and this and that. They could actually read how many launches I have, and I had like 70 plus launches. And he's like, "Do you know how many launches I usually see on people's McLarens?" I said, like 1 or 2. He's like, "None."
They probably don't know how.
I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?" Well, I said, "I help bring up the average then."
Seriously.
You definitely brought up the average on that one. Yeah, well, I used to work at a dealership. I'm not going to say the name, but they would bring in GTRs for service.
Uh-huh.
And this one guy that brought the GTR in, it was its first 10,000 mile service or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They actually voided his warranty right then and there.
Oh, for the amount of launches?
Yeah.
They could do that.
Yeah.
It was the older model ones, right?
2014.
Yeah. Mine's 15. So DBA. I think they don't void it anymore, I don't think.
Well, I'm sure they got a lot of heat for it because, people pay so much money for these cars and they want to be able to enjoy it.
14s
Yeah.
were the ones that had the trans issues or no?
They all still kind of don't have the greatest trans, but they got better. Like those were like the CBA, then 15 and up is like the DBAs, then 17 up is like the EBAs, and each time they're supposedly been improved. The
But they're still
transmission.
the dry transmission, so.
Yeah, it's still like most people when they start building the cars with more power, they either go with like jacks is a one upgrade, or if they go like more hardcore, they go with like a Shep. And then now I think Lenny, the guy that used to tune my car, I think he has like a full on billet like transmission thing that looks looks pretty badass. Yeah. Oh, but so other mods, I also I upgraded all my brakes to ceramic.
Oh.
That actually saved about we measured it was like 18 pounds weight savings per side on the rear.
Damn.
In the front, it was 16.
That's a lot of weight saving.
Yeah, you feel it. You know the unsprung mass,
Mm-hmm.
especially like the fourth and fifth and those type of gears too. You would definitely feel the torque there.
Oh, I bet. Especially, it's coming right off the wheels anyways.
Yeah, yeah. So that was it wasn't cheap, but it was definitely awesome.
Let me ask you a question on that then.
Mhm.
The ceramic brakes versus to the originals. Did you feel the ceramics get stuck like the originals would or no?
Stuck.
On when it's hot, on launches, et cetera, et cetera?
They feel more responsive.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely more responsive. I never liked the stock brakes.
Mm.
I don't know, maybe because I'm used to ceramic brakes on other cars. They just felt kind of like clunky, slow. I don't know, and didn't feel like it bit enough. But like the ceramic brakes, definitely, it's just like right
Ceramics
away.
need heat though to like really work good, right? Like you have
I guess I get them. I usually drive. I don't drive it in the wet though.
Mm.
But I have ceramics. After I wash it, they're garbage.
Oh.
Like so, you need to kind of drive it a little bit to kind of get the wet out of there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, ceramic is ceramic. Can't really complain with them too much.
Yeah. I think all the rotors are all from like those ZR1s though.
01s.
Like
The
I think it's
Corvette?
the same part numbers of those. I even think my 570 uses that
Well,
one.
you know what's funny?
And the Teslas too.
Do you ever watch this guy on YouTube called Matt Armstrong? He used to be a skater or a BMXer or something.
I've seen a few of his
He's a
episodes.
big he's a big car guy apparently now.
Yeah.
But I love his episodes. He was working on his Gallardo or the new Aventador that he got, where he pulled off the amber blinker lights or reflectors off the side of the car, and they were off of a Ford, and the Ford logo was still on it.
It's possible. I mean, there's a lot of Audi parts for like Lambos, right? Because it's all the same parent company as Volkswagen.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Ford?
Yeah, Ford. I don't know, but like I've heard like for my McLaren, I've heard you can use the Corvette rotors. If I ever, once I get my car back, it's been down for a little while. Hopefully soon.
So, well, you're driving the baby home tomorrow, right?
I'm driving the R32 home on Wednesday. Yeah. Tomorrow night we're gonna just do some content or shoot around LA.
That should be
Old school JDMs.
You said it's gonna be you, a couple other MK4s.
MK4s, and I don't know who else. Like maybe I asked my buddy bring out his R35 or something. We'll see. Oh, my friend might bring out his one of his FDs too, so could be fun.
That should be fun.
Some good content on that.
You know where you guys should go? The Disney Hall and make a symphony out of that.
Disney Hall?
Yeah.
All right, I'm down.
This
make
exhaust sound just bounce off.
Exactly. That would be a perfect place to do it. But then you got LAPD all over the place.
LAPD. Oh yeah. See, I have a lot of friends that are in law enforcement up in the Bay Area, and I don't know as many down here. So
yeah, gotta be careful. I wouldn't do anything.
You're gonna end up at a takeover by accident.
No takeovers. No thanks.
Yeah, let's stay away from takeovers, people.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I think we've had last week alone there was 4 here in LA.
Really?
I think
many,
there was 4 that I know of.
Like I said, we've had plenty up north in San Jose area. So, and even by me, like where I'm in like the East Bay of San Francisco, I've seen a few.
Mm-hmm.
They do it more like in the back roads, so it's not as. But you still get a couple of hundred people out there.
Do they still shut down the bridges and all that?
The bridges, I haven't. I've only been on one time where there was like a domestic car that just stopped and started doing like donuts, like in the middle, like on the Bay Bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad what this community's come to. But anyways, back to your cars.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
What's the longest trip that you've ever driven one of your cars?
I mean, I drive to LA like a bunch of times.
Was that 600 miles, 700 miles?
What one way? No, three. Oh, round trip is like 600 something. Yeah, yeah. I've done the R35. My MK4 that I just got. I went to SEMA and back. I was driving that, but it was kind of like I think there's some turbo seals that are messed up. I was kind of smoky the whole way. I was just like, let me make it. I made it.
So you didn't trailer your car there? You drove it?
Man. Oh, the GTR.
Yeah.
I drove it down here, and then Impressive Wrap did all the work, and then they trailered it to SEMA because it had to stay super clean. And then for me, like I was getting new wheels, so I wanted to use as many miles on those tires as possible. But I'll drive them. I have no problem driving it. Sometimes I trailer, but I like that long drive. And then every so often you see like a chance to do like a quick pull or something like that.
Oh, especially going to Vegas.
Yeah,
All those straightaways.
yeah.
I heard, I'm not going to say if it's true or not, I don't even know, but I've heard stories that there is a group of people every year when they go to SEMA, they hit the road around 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, I know which group.
Okay. Let's not mention them.
Because they asked me to go with them.
Oh, okay. And I've heard some crazy stories.
I've heard the miles per hour are very significant.
I heard that, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, John, maybe you might know this. Is it true that they have a Bugatti all the way in the front and all the way in the back?
Oh, that's a different group. No, that one, they never invited me because I don't have a Bugatti. But
Not yet.
I've heard about that. I don't know. I don't know if I've talked to one of my friends about like those super hyper cars. Who he has a few Paganis, right?
Oof.
And I don't know if I don't think it's my thing because I usually like
Driving your cars.
and modding different things.
Can't really mod up a Bugatti. Like, what are you gonna do? It's already
Dude, no, he's tempted. He wants me to figure out some way to help him shoot flames. Well, I think that guy, Houston, he does it with his Pagani already. Yeah, he's already done like some pretty crazy stuff.
Houston from Royalty, right?
Yeah.
Royal?
Yeah.
Royalty, yeah.
I think he's done some pretty crazy stuff already.
I mean, if
But,
it's somebody to figure out, it would be him or Mondi. So
And I think aren't they partner? They're partners in the that restaurant franchise. Dude, that restaurant is good.
is it?
It's hella good. Yeah.
We gotta try it. Maybe one of these days we'll drive out to. It's called Houston's Chicken, right?
I think they're coming here.
Yeah, I heard they're
there's
opening up a place.
Yeah. Like, but when like a lot of restaurants when they say like you can choose spicy, and it's not really that spicy. They're just really spicy.
Do they make you sign a waiver?
No
Okay.
waiver.
There's a place down in the valley where if you want their hottest, because apparently hot is not hot for them. It's like really low. Anyways, once you get to their hottest, which is like 4 levels up, they make you sign a waiver just in case if you pass out, et cetera, et cetera. So you don't have to.
It's all
sue
ghost
them.
peppers. Yeah.
I'm done with those days anyway. So
Done with the spicy.
no more spices for me.
Keep you up at night.
Yep.
But I've heard some crazy stories about those guys that hit the 15 freeway going like 180, 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
There was a story, I don't know if it's true, but I Googled it. There was a couple images, and then maybe their lawyers got it taken down.
Yeah.
Red Ferrari flipped over like 8 times, 9 times because he hit a dip, and it was so windy. So when the front went up, it never came back down.
Yeah. You gotta, that stuff does happen for sure. Like I said, I crashed my 765 and I wasn't even doing anything. I just hit I think I lost traction on one rear tire because I heard something. And then as I kind of spun around a little bit, then it picked up traction and I just launched me off the side of the road and it was a ditch. Yeah. Yep. And that's when I found out like McLarens have open diffs.
Oh.
And I tend to drive with it in, I don't know, it's almost just like second nature. Hit active, hit track or something. So I kind of, I think, didn't have my traction control as, like it wasn't fully on, right? With track.
Because I'm on track mode.
And I wasn't really screwing around, so I didn't really think anything of it. But I hate that feeling where it cuts off boost when you don't have active on or like traction starts turning on. So then I leave it in track all the time. It's part of the fun. But now I'm just like, I just try not to go out when it's like that cold or wet.
Yeah.
especially on our 888Rs.
Yeah.
You know, they're great tires, but not when it's like 30 degrees and it just rained the morning of.
Especially down in the Bay Area, like even during the summer, it gets pretty wet.
It's been in the 30s back in my place.
Oh wow!
And I crashed close to midnight. Like,
yeah, I would never do that.
Yeah, I was just trying to get home from shooting a video, and
you have a fun day, and then you're on your way home, and
that's what happens,
But I always wondered. I've watched a lot of your videos. I know. I don't know if I'm saying his name correct.
Washness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shot a lot of your content and all that good stuff.
We'll still be doing more too.
Okay.
Yeah. We were supposed to just a little while ago, but all those rains that we had up north, he had to postpone it.
Oh yeah, I bet. You can't really do much with all that rain.
You guys were getting flooded up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of rain. I was in Hawaii at the time.
Got lucky.
Well, I'm kind of back and forth. I have a place in Hawaii,
nice.
So then I heard one day it actually dumped 10 inches, like just one day. Yeah.
But something similar happened a few years ago in the Bay Area. You would have thought, they would have learned their lesson and started figuring something out just in case something like that happened again.
10 inches is pretty crazy, though,
Yeah. Anyways, politics, we're not going to stick to that. I hate politics. Anyways, one of the things I wanted to ask you as far as content creation goes, you work with a lot of these guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have somebody specific that you like to stick with? Maybe they know, the characteristics of your car a little bit better versus to others?
I mean, like I said, Washington is one for sure. I mean, we just know each other well. We've shot so many videos. I kind of know where he wants me to have my car, and like vice versa. I know, I kind of know exactly when he wants me to do a pull or something like that. I did a video that it should be coming out soon with Heartnet too.
Okay.
With Ben, I loved all his videos, and then we got to know each other from social media, Instagram and things like that. And then we met up in Vegas at SEMA.
Okay.
And then afterwards, we decided to do a shoot down in LA, around here, around Long Beach area. So that should
Long Beach is fun.
Coming out soon. There's another guy I work with up north too. Some guy named Tadashi. And then there's another one, NorCal Edit. We're gonna be doing some more stuff. We're thinking about maybe doing our own channel as well too.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll sub to that.
I mean, just because I have so many builds and things going to SEMA, I think I've been told by a few people that they like to know what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I get a lot of DMs what's going on with this build, this, that. And it's why not just put it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. We've reached out to quite a few people to get them on the podcast because at the end of the day, this is we enjoy cars, right?
Yeah.
We want to hear want to hear people's opinions, what they drive, what they're building, etc. I want to say I was surprised that you actually, agreed to hop on, and we're thankful for that.
Oh, no, and I mean, it's I'm always, I love the car community, so I was very honored that you asked me as well.
I appreciate that.
So it's always cool talking to fellow car enthusiasts, and like I said, one thing, for me, it's just Lambo, Ferrari, RX-7, Evo, I love them all.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of it. That's what I loved about, your builds. It's not just Lambo, McLaren, Ferrari. You have your Porsche,
RWB.
Yeah, you have everything. I mean, can't ask for something better than that.
I mean, it's cool when you said how you started, with your Hondas and how you progressed and now you're building an STO and all this other stuff. It's whoa.
It's it's in the sense of inspiring. You start from somewhere, you get to somewhere big.
I mean, but it's just I always have to self-check. I can't let it get to my head or anything like that. There's always going to be somebody richer or always somebody with a better car. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally all good. And it's I've seen some really amazing builds like like I said, in Hondas. You know, I was like lately I've been really wanting an Evo lately. You know, I saw some really cool ones, even like just in Hawaii, some of the older ones. Yeah.
Evo 9 or
It was a Evo 4.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Really taking it back.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, those were still fun. You could still do a lot more with those than you could probably do with the newer ones.
And I just like going to do it though. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty cool. Like I said, even when I just got this RWB, and it's like the only RWB that's actually from Japan that actually raced in those like idlers and those type of races, not just have it spray painted on the tires. You know, it has it's crazy. It has like a standalone ECU. I got in touch with the tuner and all that. It drives like a water cooled. It's really fast. It's seriously, it's a 964 C2, but it drives like how my 997 C2S drove, like speed wise. But it handles more. It's more nimble.
That's impressive.
And it has like that Japanese Air goes to two-way suspension on there. It's really, really, really sick.
So when you're taking those turns, I've heard a lot about those suspensions. So when you're taking turns, it actually adjusts to the opposite side.
Dude, I don't know, but some guy was trying to follow me in a Camaro, and I took this turn so hard, he literally almost crashed in the side.
Trying to keep up.
And I could have gone faster too. I wasn't even full weight. That car handles amazing, and it's fast, super fast.
Well, hopefully you bring it down here one of these days.
I'll bring it down for sure. Right now, like I said, we're adding. I putting in like what do you call headers with the heat exchangers, all made in America. I went with Billy Bloat on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, nice, really nice headers. And then this company called Turbo Hoses is doing a custom titanium exhaust. So it's going to be sick. It's going to be lighter and sound even better. I can't wait.
Let me ask you a question. You know, before we got started, we talked about Alex's RWB.
From Gintani.
Gintani, yeah. And it's funny because you said he was trying to...
Oh, I think he also wanted this one too. That's what the dealer was telling me. Yeah, but Alex is cool. Like, you know,
I love his content.
Yeah, we're friends, and you know, he's tuned my Aventador, and I've had zero issues.
Good.
Even with like the 2,000 flame balls I've shot out of there, and I've done like I think 15 or 14 launches on that thing. It's been good.
So if we need to do a barbecue, we can just bring the Aventador in and start, you know,
some kebabs,
shish kebabs in the back of the Aventador.
Yeah, the GTR is better just because I can just keep the flame out. Like I could keep it going for like a minute, just like I could kind of, if you balance your foot just enough, you can kind of slow burn it like with a medium flame and just hold it there.
So you can get a medium rare steak.
It's funny if you have a knob how high like flames you want, like all the way.
It's your big toe.
Yes.
Like. But John, I want to say thank you.
No, my pleasure.
It's hopefully this is not the first or last.
No, definitely not the first or last.
Because I think you probably have a few more few more projects coming along that we're probably going to want to see. And, you know, hopefully if we're ever in the Bay Area, we can see.
Come check out my garage?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Swing by the stable.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get in my car and drive over there tomorrow.
Wednesday.
We'll
be behind you taking rollers.
I'm just joking. But is there something that you would want to tell the audience, or any words of inspiration or anything?
No, I'd just say like, I mean, just for like what I said, you know, it's like no matter, remember where you're from, you know, and even if you've gone so high up, just remember where you're from and just don't let it get to your head. You know, that's all. You know, just enjoy what you love and don't let it change you. You know, cars are for fun, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so,
you know, every time I get into my car, I'm like a little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to stay humble.
The noises, right? The noises, the little
noises, the
downshifts.
It's that feeling when you're behind the wheel of a car that is, in a sense, your vision of how you built it. It's a different feeling.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a different feeling. It makes you feel like you're home, but not really home.
It's like I want to part out every day until I drive the car. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep you a little.
Yeah,
longer.
this guy's been saying he wants to part out his car every single day for the past like year.
Yeah.
Really?
But then I drive it again, and I fall in love with it.
You love it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like I always try to like I said, what I mentioned earlier, I just try to build it, make it really, really like reach its max, but then also make sure that it's also like a dailyable too, you know? Like,
I mean, that's the beauty of it. You know, I think there's very little amount of people out there that have cars, whether it's Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches, whatever, and drive them and enjoy them. I think we need more people like you where, you know, you have the cars, you build them, and you drive them.
oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you said you just got your SEO and you're ready to take it to the track already.
Oh, I can't
Everybody's
wait.
like, I'm a PPF it, put it in my garage.
Well, I am PPFing it, but then I'm going to go
Yeah.
as soon as it's a little cold and wet right now, but yeah.
Put some miles on that.
Yeah,
There's a drive on the 26th, I think, of March 6th. I think I'm going to go do that, you know, first, and then yeah, hopefully there's an upcoming track day.
Nice.
Like, yeah, Thunder Hill, yeah, the 3 mile.
Thunder Hill. That's more up north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is good because it doesn't have that many walls.
Huh.
Just one and turn 14 at the end.
That's a good thing.
Yep.
If you're gonna hit something, might as well be just that one wall.
And then you hit the apex, and then you try to hit 150 on the straightaway.
Can you hit 150 on that straightaway?
I did with my McLaren.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
hit
think the STO will
150,
do?
158.
Do you think the STO will do better?
No.
No?
Because my McLaren was already like 800 something
Okay.
horsepower. This is 6. I think if you hit in the 140s, you're happy. You should be happy on that one.
Are you a Ferrari person? Because you have the McLaren.
I'm not.
Lambo. Those is one
I don't
man,
know. I'm
Porsche.
just not. They're. I don't know. They drive a little too comfortable for me. So I'm more of a Lambo person. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Just wondering, you didn't say you had one in your garage, so I was curious.
Yeah. Porsche. Yeah. Lambo, McLaren. Those kind of like the exotics.
Or the driver's car.
Yeah. I mean, no, Ferrari is definitely a driver's car. Like they drive great. It's just a little too comfortable for me. So, yeah. So I don't know. It feels more GT.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
I think I'd take the Porsche over any of those.
the Porsche, huh?
Just my personal preference.
What's your favorite? Like
My all-time favorite car?
uh-huh.
As sad as it is to say, I don't know why ever since I was a kid, it's an Aston Martin DBS9.
Oh, okay. No, those are sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the look, the way it looks and sounds. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah. No, it sounds sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was considering that Aston Martin Valhalla at one point, but I just ended up liking the Lambo, similar horsepower, but it's still a 12.
The Valhalla, is it true that the key is the steering wheel itself?
I don't know. They didn't. We sat on it. They barely let me. I touched the wheel. They're like, no, it's gonna come off, or something like that.
Yeah, I heard that the key to the car is the steering wheel. So if you get out of the car, you unlock the car, you have to have the steering wheel with you.
I don't think you can pull off the steering wheel on that one. Really? You can?
The Valhalla, the racing car.
The Valhalla, it's not out yet though.
Oh, I'm thinking of something else then.
Okay.
My apologies.
The Valkyrie, maybe?
Possibly.
The Valkyrie?
Yeah. Possibly. The one that actually looks like F1 steering wheel.
Yeah, I mean, it's a small little wheel.
I think it's the Valkyrie. Hold on. I got to check this real quick.
It's a big price difference. The Valhalla is like eight or 900,000. The Valkyrie is like 3.5 million.
Before you spec it out.
Yeah.
I think this is it. Yeah.
Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it is.
It looks pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Futuristic.
Mm-hmm.
Very futuristic and very aerodynamic from what I understand.
Yeah, sounds crazy.
Yeah. Straight pipe, right? Straight from the factory.
Inconol, I don't know. I think you still need, for here, passing smog or something, I think you still need cats or something like that.
They don't have a waiver.
I think you still need
Because I think they did what they did with the Ferrari FXX. Like in order to drive the car, you can only drive it at the track.
The Valkyrie, I thought you can do it's still street.
I don't know.
Only that the Mercedes one, it made this whole controversy where you can only have it at the track. I didn't hear about the Valkyrie.
Oh, I don't know. I might be wrong.
No, who knows? We can research it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
well, John, thank you again.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Cesar, thank you for coming in again.
Thank you.
And guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe. And we've had John's Instagram as well up on the screen for you guys. Make sure you guys follow him and his adventures. And see you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
Bye, Mom.